Oh. Hey, everybody. All right, it's now 6 o'clock. Bowling Fool is now live.
From decorating the tree with your one-of-a-kind ornament collection to the personalized stockings.
What the heck is going on here? All right, it's now 6 o'clock. All right, let me get the camera set up here. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I want to kind of show the table and my surprise ball. What up, Nick? How you doing, brother? Let's go. All right, so I've got a new iPad stand over there, so I don't have to hold my damn iPad anymore. I think I would have thought about it a long time ago. Bowler Dan, what's up? What's up? Okay, hopefully that's set up correctly here. And I can read my comments without holding my iPad. All right, Nick, Gordon 3576. Let's go, Gordon 3576. Bowling Fool and a surprise balls. Love it. Yes, I get lots of surprise balls. I'm very addicted. Okay, perfect. All right, so kind of starting off the stream with a somber note. If you guys heard about an hour or so ago, UPS plane crashed. MD-11 crashed out in Louisville, and there's video footage of it. It looked like it crashed on takeoff, so it looked like there was an engine fire, fully loaded, on its way out to Hawaii, and didn't make it off the end of the runway, and big old fireball. So 3 people, last I heard was 3 people died, and I think 12 people were injured, and there was just fire spread out all over the airport area by Louisville. So I want to take a moment of silence for those crew. So my thoughts are with the crew and their family. And I know you, as a pilot, it hits pretty hard anytime a pilot or anybody's involved in a plane crash. It's very rare that it does happen, and especially UPS. UPS has an impeccable safety record. So to see an MD-11, which is a very big airplane, crash on takeoff is always devastating. So my heart goes out to the family of the pilot and crew. I believe there was probably co-pilot, pilot, and the loadmaster probably, or the flight engineer. And if they're just saying 3 people were injured, there wasn't any other flight crew on board. So pretty sure it was just the pilot, co-pilot, and flight engineer. So my heart goes out to them. So I don't like to start the stream off on a sour note, but if you guys haven't heard, that was the news as I was driving back from League today. Bitsag 10, Mystery Ball, yes, what's up, everyone? Yes, Mystery Ball right here. And so I went bowling. A couple of things I want to talk about before we open this up. Oh, yeah, by the way, you guys there's 8 people in here right now. The first person to guess what is in this box, guess what ball this is. It's a surprise ball from Bowling World. It's the only hint I'm going to give you. The first person to guess the ball, I will send you a gift in the mail. Not a big one, but a nice something bowling related gift in the mail. Nick, you were the last winner. You can tell everybody what I gave you. And good luck, everybody. So 1 guess per person. You could be 2 people that guesses it, but the first person to guess the correct answer, I will send them a gift in the mail. I'm going to try. I've kind of been under the weather the last couple of days, so hopefully my throat will be able to survive the stream. We'll try to keep it maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm guessing. I always say that, and I end up going over. I got some kind of bug going around. My buddy's got it too. So one thing I want to show you, I got a hats in the mail today. So I've got the trucker hats, and these I'm selling for $20 a pop. So anybody wants a trucker hat, I got 4 left. John, one of the guys on our team in Paddock, he was the first one. I just actually got the hats in the mail today, and I got the shirts in the mail yesterday. So he bought a shirt and a hat from me today. So it's my first customer. So if you're watching, John, appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. I think he was going to give it to his brother because his brother is a fellow bowling fool. All right. Let's see. Not Mr. Tibbs. Another surprise ball for the bowling fool. Shocking. Yes. Radical Evil Eye is in the box. So if you didn't watch my live stream last week, oh, who was it? Got it. Dead Polymers. So Dead Polymers, I don't think he's on the stream yet. He got an Evil Eye and a Criterion Inverse as a Bowling World surprise ball. And then it was Brad, I think it was Brad or Lumpy44 that he emailed me on, what was it, Friday? Yeah, I think it was Friday. Over the weekend. Said that he got an Evil Eye too as a surprise ball. So they're giving out Evil Eyes as surprise balls. Now, I don't know if Dead Polymers is a 14-pound roller, but Brad was he got a 14-pound Evil Eye. So I'm 15-pound. I know 15 pounds are a lot more popular than 14. So if I get an Evil Eye, I'd be really surprised if I get a 15-pound Evil Eye in here. I don't think I am, but we never know. Sandy, Nick, yeah, Sandy Pass. Thanks again. You got it, brother. Yeah. So Nick was the winner of the last wheel spin, and I sent him out a whole package of Sandy pads. So good job. That's the kind of stuff I send out. It's pretty much bowling related, $10, $15 value. Nothing too crazy, but it's fun. JG3844, yes, Brunswick alert. Congratulations, JG3844. You were the winner of the Archetype Hybrid. Did you get that today? The Archetype Hybrid, it's either coming in the mail today or tomorrow. And you were on the West Coast, so it only took a couple of days to get to you, although you had to wait over the weekend. Okay, Brunswick alert. Oh, Nick, Brunswick alert. Okay, that's if it's Brunswick alert, JG3844 is going to get it. If you guys text that at the same time. Bowler Dan, Equinox. Bowler Dan, this is from Bowling World. This is a surprise ball from Bowling World. That's all I'm going to tell you. This is not Bowler's Mart. Big Sack 10. Say Bowler Dan, no, the Viking. Yeah, they're not good. They don't give out SPI balls. Bowling World's own B7 brands of Brunswick. BSAC 10, Criterion Inverse, Nicholas Richardson, 725, Ricochet. Which Ricochet? The new one? That'd be kind of cool, actually. I've been looking at that one. Kelso, welcome to the stream. They basically ruined the Evil Eye by putting out all the extra joint options. Doomed it. Yeah, because they want you to buy 10 of them, so you can have 10 different layouts on each ball. Ugh. I think the hardest part, if I do get that ball, I think the hardest part is going to be what layout I choose on it, because they gave me all the different options. All right. JG34 got it today. Awesome. Cool. And I threw in a seesaw. I think I threw in a seesaw cleaning towel with that ball too. Nick Pereira 300. Yes, the winner did claim the other ball. So a funny story is I was watching X in the Pit. James did a pro shop live stream on Sunday. I was actually working, so I had a little break, so I was tuned into it. And lo and behold, guess who's in the live stream chat? None other than what was his name? Tori Casey 1214 was in the chat. So I'm like, hey, Tori Casey, I've been trying to get a hold of you. And I said, you won the ball. No response. I'm like, hello, Tori Casey, do you want the ball? And it took him a while to finally finally seen my message. He's like, "Oh, is this the bowling fool?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's only one bowling fool, my friend." So anyway, I was gonna give him a week. I was gonna give him till this Friday. If he didn't get back to me within Friday, he was out of town. But if he didn't get back to me by Friday, I was gonna do a respin. So sorry, everybody. He claimed both those winners claimed their prize, claimed their bowling ball. Kelso, loving my alert. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if I got an alert. Nick Pereira. Okay, I will change my guess to Intel Recon. Okay. Nicholas Richardson, 725. Ricochet return. Yeah. I think it may be a Ricochet return too. Could be any of those. I'll open the ball at 6:30, so I'll give people a chance to guess. Yeah, it's got the seesaw and keychain as well. Yep, awesome. Kelso, deviate dark side guess. Gotcha. Wait a second here. Okay, that was your guess. Okay, gotcha. I thought you guessed before. Let's see. Nick Pereira, shucks. Too Tall Bowling. What's up, Too Tall? The Bowling Fool. I'm back at League tonight, but have a great live stream. Chat, don't forget to like and sub if you do like DIY PSO content. Yes, I always forget to mention that. So, yeah, if you guys are watching, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. I do live streams every week, and I don't normally pick a day of the week. Today, I happen to get the ball. This ball wasn't supposed to arrive until Thursday, so I had the live stream planned on Thursday, but this morning they said, your ball's arriving today. I said, oh, okay, shoot. So I quickly made the thumbnail to see. And I said, if it gets here before 5, I'll do the live stream. And lo and behold, my ring went off and the UPS guy delivered it. So here we are. I try to do, I really don't pick a day. It's just whatever works for me. GT Ben, what's up, GT? Hey, the Bowling Fool. My guess is the Brunswick Energize. Ooh. Polar Bear Chad, Chill Pearl. Did you guess Chill Pearl in the last one? I don't think they're going to give me a Chill Pearl. Who was the only place I saw with a Chill Pearl left? I think it was Gebhardt's was the only online retailer that... Yeah, you want to come out here, huh? Okay. Yes, I will. Come out here. The wife just got home, so here. Come out here quickly. Okay. Okay, go. It's delayed a little bit. Yeah, you're good. Okay. She's very shy. Doesn't want to show her face. She doesn't want to be on camera. All right. Oh, my old man hands. Oh. All right. Let's see. Too Tall Bowling. Also, congrats to JG on winning the ball giveaway. Yeah, it was JG 3844 and Tori Casey 1214 won the sneak attack. He was asking James on the live stream how we should drill the sneak attack, and James was like, yeah, you got a sneak attack? Like, good luck. There's no way you could be able to find that ball brand new in box. I probably had one of the last remaining brand new in boxes that was available. You can't even find them on eBay anymore. Energize would be sweet, Kelso. Okay, JG34, thank you, Too Tall. And Nick, hello, Mrs. Bowen Fowl. Yeah. All right. So I went bowling league today out at Paddock. We got our ass handed to us because the other team has very, very high handicap. So I brought out the Sub-Zero Forge, sanded that to 1,000. And that did pretty well. And then I brought game 3, I did the track Stealth Solid. Also, that one sanded to 1,000 just because they put a lot of oil out on the lanes there. Did pretty well with it. And let's see. What do you guys think of the new balls, the new Motive ball that was released on my last week's stream, the Nebula? Somebody on chat last week was like, it's the Nebula. I'm like, oh, I don't think you're supposed to be saying that just yet. I think I just announced it this morning. Oh, another thing too. So I talked with my machinist today, and if anybody's interested, I've got the discs. So these are drill bit lineup. This is a lineup tool for hitting your marks. Like when you're bringing the drill bit down right here and you're lining up with your finger holes to make sure that they line up. If you don't want to get a razor blade and do it that way and then turn the drill bit for the top and then the side where the bridge is, I've got these discs, and I'm going to have 3. Everything should be arriving in a couple of days, probably by tomorrow or the next day. And I've got rods where, kind of like this rod right here, and I got 10 of these coming in from Zoro. They might get here tomorrow or Thursday. And I got bolts that attach to the top. So essentially it's going to be just like this. And I've got a disc to go on there, right? So I'm going to have 3 different sizes. I think what I'll do is I'll do a 3-piece kit where I offer 3 of these, and it'll already be pre-attached. So I'll do a 1.5-inch disc for your interchangeables. I'll do a 1.25-inch disc for your slugs, and I'll do a 31/32 for your finger holes, right? And I went to my machinist just to be able to get the holes dead center on these things. I could probably do it, but I'll probably mess it up. Probably won't get it dead center. So he's got all the awesome machinery to drill these holes dead center. And I'll probably be selling the 3-piece kit for maybe $100, depending on how many hours it takes for the machinist to do the stuff. So he's about $130 an hour. So he quoted me like $100. It was like $100 to $200 to do like 30 discs. So, and he's got all the stuff to do it, make everything precise. I'm gonna make it all. This is all stainless steel disc, gonna be really strong. So if you drop it, it's not gonna break on you. And I may even have him laser etch it so that you know which size is what. I'll have him etch laser etch the numbers on the disc. So if any of you guys are interested, I should be going to my machinist probably this week with it, and maybe have it done by Friday. And I've got a 20% discount from Zoro, so I bought quite a bit of these just to save on money. But I'm figuring it's going to be around, like I said, $75 to $100. I'll do the total price once I get everything complete. I'm not trying to gouge anybody. I'm just want to pay enough to pay for the supplies and my time. So I'm pretty excited about that new project there. Now, Mr. Tibbs, take my money, the Bowen fool. GT bin, interesting concept. Yeah. So, like I said, I saw the original concept on ZVL's video. ZVL made a video where he was promoting a product, and that was the product. And when we went to go look up the price, the brother-in-law was like, "It's $300." And I don't know how many pieces they give you. I'm guessing maybe 3, but they wanted $300, and I thought that was a little high price. I said, you know what? I can probably go do this myself for a hell of a lot cheaper. So it's a very simple design, but I think the drilling the center hole into the disc is going to be the hardest part, just because I have to get it exactly dead center. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So we'll see. Also, too, Nick and I have been buying Belmo balls on eBay, so they've been ridiculously low priced. And I could give it away now. It was a secret last week because there's only one left, and I think it ends tonight or tomorrow. But there was a guy on eBay that was selling 20 plus. I think it was like 20 or 25 of the new Belmo BCP, the new dark color identity balls. And they ranged from $78 to, I think the most expensive one I saw was 94, 95 was the more expensive one that I saw. And I think it just went more money because of the pour or the numbers on the top weight, and also like the pin distance and all that stuff. So it was 20 $21 or $22 for shipping. So you could easily have got a Belmo Identity brand new for 112 bucks. And I know for a fact the guy selling them lost, because my PSO, if he's a PSO, he got him at cost from Storm. And I think my PSO got him at cost for 150. So he's just trying to offload him, because there's no way that anybody's going to be paying that much money, not at 150 for him. I'm sure that Bowler's Mart is selling him from 159. Buddies is selling them from 179, and a couple places are over that. It's going to be very hard for them to sell those balls. So just saying, I think there's one or two left on eBay, and they've all been going for around 88. You know, I got mine for 87 bucks. Killer deal. It's a $200 ball. And I know Nick went crazy too. I don't know how many you got, Nick, but you definitely got a hell of a lot more than I did. And I'm probably going to end up selling one of them. Grumpa Baggins, what's up? Late to the party. What did you get? I don't know what I got. So another 10 minutes, I'll open this up. So Grumpa, if you want to guess what this ball is in here, you may want to look up at the previous guesses, because the first person to guess the correct ball, I'm going to send a prize to them in the mail, a bowling-related prize. So you might want to look up at the previous guesses in the comments and see what people guessed. Try to do one guess, right? There's not going to be multiple guesses, right? And I only gave Nick a get out of jail because I think him and who was the other one? I think they put their comments down at the same exact time, but they put the exact same one. So whenever I open this, I'm going to go up and see who was the first one to guess it, and they get it. GT Bin, instead of razor blade, I've seen others use a small magnet. Yeah, you can use a magnet too, but then you have to turn it, right? So the whole concept of the magnet and the razor is you use it on one side of the drill bit, because there's your drill. I mean, there's your bit, right? So you have to use it on this side, and then you turn it on that side. This is for the bridge, and then you have to go up this side for the top of the ball, the top of the finger. With the round disc, you just put it down there, and you know exactly the top and the side bridge without doing a magnet or a razor blade. It's just meant to be very quick. Put it down, line it up, take the bit out, or take the rod out, put your drill bit in there, boom, and drill it. That's it. Super simple. So I think it's a genius idea. I was surprised I didn't think about this earlier. Shims would work also. Stop giving up my secrets. 4 so far? Yeah, so Nick bought 4. Are you going to drill all those up differently, or are you going to sell some of those? I think he said you're going to sell one. I want to get one more. Yeah. It's hard to, especially a Storm ball, a Belmo ball. That ball is really good for me. To have that under $100 is insane. So, and luckily, the people bidding them, because there were so many available, and everybody was watching. There was like 35 people watching every single auction, but they only went up to, like I said, 94 bucks was the top one. I mean, some of them, there was one that went for 78. I was like, dang, I should have bid on that one. You would have got a brand new Belmo ball for under $100 shipped to you via UPS. GT Bin, so did Storm just manufacture way too many? Why the hype died down, or was the ball not good? So the first Belmo one, the original one, sold out within a couple days. Actually, yeah, sold out within a couple days. At most, it was a limited edition, right? They touted this one as a limited edition. And I guess a lot of PSOs were PO'd because a lot of the pro shops didn't get a ball, or they only got 1 or 2 of the first edition, limited edition balls. And they sold out really quick. I think the last place to sell out was Gebhardt's. And I bought mine, I think it was like 4 or 5 days after it was all sold out everywhere. I bought, the brother-in-law and myself got one from Gebhardt's. And I got their promo code, so I paid like $190 for the original one. And then I had two of them. So I got one brand new in box. And then since they were like, oh, you know, all the PSOs were pissed, so we didn't make enough. They wanted to make another run of it. And well, that ruined the limited edition, right? So it's kind of like baseball cards, right? Baseball cards were super valuable because there wasn't that many of them. And all of a sudden they just saturated the market. And now baseball cards are worthless. I think it's the same concept, right? So they just try to appease everybody. And it was like, there goes that limited edition. So I think the people that bought the first ones they're like, screw this. You told me this was going to be limited edition. And then you make another one. And then they try to tell you it rolls differently. If anybody has the original one and the new one, and you drilled them up, if you drilled them up identical, tell me if it rolls any different. I highly doubt that the colorway makes a difference that much on ball roll when it's the same cover stock and same core. But I'd be curious to see what anybody out there has to say about that. I'm kind of like, I don't really buy that. But yeah, I think they just made too many of them. And on the second batch, and they just not selling. I think people were just kind of fed up with Storm lying to people saying it was a limited edition, and they come out with another one. And they probably plan to come out, if this one sold out really quick too, they probably would have came out with a third one and a fourth one and a fifth one. It's like, so I think the identity line is completely done. I know after this one, which was epic fail on Storm's part, PSOs lost. They pissed off a lot of PSOs because they could not get rid of them. They couldn't sell them. They just had like 10 of these balls they thought they were going to sell out sell like hotcakes out the door, and they were just sitting on the shelf. And so you get people like this guy that owns this pro shop or owns this bowling supply shop go on eBay and offload every single ball he has for under $100. So Storm ball that has a cherry scent to it that I already like the original one for $100. Yeah, I'll do it. Hell yeah. Not Mr. Tibbs. I got one for $91. Yeah, heck yeah. Grandpa Baggins, Brunswick Combat. Ooh. Nick, if I get one more, I'm going to keep one and sell the rest. I was thinking of drawing it slightly wicker than the OG. Okay. Yeah, let me know. I don't think many people have both of them. I know X in the Pit, when they reviewed, when Quentin rolled the OG one and then he rolled the second one, he said the second one rolled a little bit differently. I don't know. I like the way the original one rolled, so I'll be kind of curious to see how this one does. I don't know if I'm going to do the same layout. I'll probably do something a little bit stronger. All right. See what else I got here. I still need to roll, because I've been kind of under the weather this week. I still need to roll the Ebonite 1 Ovation and the Mantra Solid, so hopefully I can do that. Maybe tomorrow after my league in Napa, I'll do a couple games and see if I can roll those. Those are the only balls I got to review. And then if this is not a ball that I already have, I will do a review on this one too. Oh, and by the way, I ordered a new phone too, so you guys are, apologize everybody out there stuck with 1080p. This is an older phone that I'm filming on, but I'm getting a new one that has 4K. So the next live streams and videos I'm going to do are going to be in 4K. So hallelujah. Be nice and clear. So I've been watching some of my videos. I'm like, this video quality is garbage. So I apologize out there for everybody that, is like, this guy's not filming in 4K. Well, I will be next week when I get my new phone. Also, too, want to give a shout out to the gentleman that bought a jig from me out in the Netherlands. So he just got his jig yesterday. Took less than a week to get out to the Netherlands from California, which is amazing. And he sent me a picture and says, "Hey, I got the jig. Everything works. Everything's okay." It was just a little dent on the box like that. So from traveling from here to Netherlands, the box held up pretty well. And he had a thing on there that said, a sticker on the box said COD. I'm like, oh man. So I'm like, did you have to pay an import fee or something like that when you got it? He's like, yeah, it was 160 euros. I'm like, oh, I did the math. I think 160 euros is like $180. It's like, damn. But that's why I don't normally ship overseas, just because they just tax you to death on import fees and all that stuff. If you guys, anybody who's watching me from internationally, I'll be more than willing to ship a jig to you guys out internationally, but just keep in mind there's a lot of import fees and taxes that it's going to be on your end, and also the shipping. So the shipping for him was $85. That was 2-day air via UPS, which is not bad. When I went to the UPS store, the guy's like, damn, that would have cost you $300 at the UPS store. So you got a good deal. But he had to pay another $160, $180 for import fees. So, it was either that or the tariffs or whatever the heck it is, but not cool. So apologies if you had to pay the import fees. Okay, let's see. Dead Polymers, what's up? My guess is Criterion Inverse is in the box. Okay, yeah, we're right on 6:30. Okay, everybody made their guess? I'll give you a couple more minutes. Anybody just chimed in? Anybody just joined the stream? Take a guess of what's in this box. It's a mystery. It's a surprise ball from Bowling World. 15-pound. I did not tell them what I was looking for this time. So we will see what I get. Hopefully it's not a ball they already have. What GT Ben, what phone did I get? I got I got a killer deal. I couldn't turn it down. It was the Moto Stylus 2025, $99 with Google Fi. So it was like a $400 phone normally, and it came out this year. So it's got the stylus, got 4K video recording. So hell yeah, $99, I will do it. Okay, everybody made their guess. Last call. What do you think it is? You don't know the current release balls.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Can you give me options and I'll just pick one?
There's way too many. All right, here we go. Open it up. Any guesses past GT Bins? What phone did you get? Do not count. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. With your hands.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you go. Oh, damn. It wasn't the top of the box. I saw what it is already.
Aw.
Damn. There's no surprise there.
Well, don't show them. Open it on.
Okay, so it's not a bad ball.
You don't have it already, do you?
Nope. Okay, let me see who got this right. Okay. Okay, so one person got it right.
Really?
Congratulations.
Don't say who yet.
Nope, I won't. Dead Polymers, not a yellow box. So not track. Nope, not track. Did you see the color of the box already? All right, so we have if I say the ball, somebody's gonna know who it is. So Columbia 300 Ricochet Return. This is a $190 ball that I got for $80. Hell yeah. I actually watched a review of this. X in the Pit did a review and looked pretty good. I think, who was it? JBB was the guy that did the review, and it looked like it did pretty good. I saw another one too. Another guy got it, and it's a crazy looking ball.
Oh, that's
Columbia 300 I pair with very well.
I have one that looks just like that.
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
No, this is Columbia Ricochet Return. No Evil Eye, wah, wah, wah. But this is also a pretty darn good ball. So this is it's a hybrid. So HK, we got top 2.5 ounces, the dot 2 to 3 inches, HK 22C. Smells like citrus. And Microflex Hybrid Factory Polish 2.48. And the diff is 0.054. So I have the Ricochet Pearl, which is ridiculously strong. And we'll see how this one does. One cool thing I do like about Columbia 300 balls is you can drill into it's got dot technology, and I could drill into that if I wanted to. So Ricochet Return, not a bad deal. This is I think $185, $190 ball. And I got a $19 off coupon from Bowling World. So I paid pretty much 80 bucks for this ball. I saved 100 bucks. I'm not complaining. So congratulations to, who got it? Nicholas Richardson, 725 Ricochet Return. Send me an email on the bowlingfool@gmail.com with your address, and I will ship you a bowling-related gift courtesy of me, the Bowling Fool. So congratulations. I didn't think anybody was going to get that right because there's so many B7 balls, but Bowling World I pretty much always got a current release. This ball just came out last week. I think at the same time as the Evil Eye. So you're getting a brand new ball. Not too shabby. Yeah. So, I'm not done with mystery balls. They keep giving me good balls. I'll keep getting them. I got to clear out stock, though, of my old ones. All right, where are we at here? Dead polymers, I saw white. Yeah, Aaron McKinley, Evil Eye, you always get the good stuff. Nope, no Evil Eye. Grandpa Baggins, congrats. GT Bin, nice. Return on value. Heck yeah. Denny Lowe. What up, Denny Lowe? Wow. It's a pretty cool looking ball. I kind of like the look of it. When I saw it advertised, you don't like it, huh?
That's so boring.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool looking.
It looks straight up-
How many of you guys like the look of the Ricochet Return? So I'll put it out. I'll take it out of the box here. People said that it looked like the Hit It Harder YouTuber. He made his own bowling ball, and some say it looked like that. So it's got a lot of white in there. It's actually kind of cool looking. I like the white because the white kind of reminds me of the Rhino Ivory Pearl. So, pretty cool looking ball. There.
You move that box so they can see your hats.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, if you're just joining the stream, I got my hats in the mail today. I got 4 hats left. 20 bucks a pop. Email me at thebowlingfool@gmail.com if you want one. And I also got shirts. So I just did a trial run on shirts. So I got 5 larges. Actually, I sold 3 today. So I got 2 left. If anybody wants one, 20 bucks as well too for a shirt. Let me know. And that's what they look like. There's my logo. So they're Gildan shirts. I only got large. Once I figure out exactly what shirt I want to go with, I'll make all the different sizes or order all the different sizes.
Quality shirt though, yeah.
Yeah, no, I like Gildan. Gildan's a pretty good shirt. I bought a shirt from X in the Pit. I got that in the other day, and that is a really good quality shirt. It's a little bit on the pricey side. I paid like close to, it was like 35, 40 bucks for the shirt. But I got I think it was a 5% discount because, discount code with them. But when I got the shirt, I'm like, damn, that's a quality shirt. So I may go with the same supplier that X in the Pit goes with, the same maker of the shirts, because they're all American made shirts, but they're quality. They're thick shirts. So I may go with that. I'm kind of testing the waters here, seeing what works and what I want to do. Yeah, Nick, looks like a storm ice. It kind of does, yeah. I mean, It looks like a pearl, to be honest with you. It does not look like a hybrid whatsoever. Once I got to get that compound off. I don't know, maybe I'll roll with the compound on there and see how that does. The polish. Is it polish? Yeah, factory polish, not compounds. Got factory polish. Microflex hybrid. Denny Lowe, just wow. Denny Lowe, when you going to get a mystery ball or surprise ball?
Well, he did, and it was a nightmare.
Well, he only gave up after... Oh, he got a crusher. He got a purple crusher. Sam DeWitt. Sam DeWitt, who was... what was the show?
Beat the Champ.
Yeah, Beat the Champ. If you guys watch Beat the Champ, Nick, I think he emailed me if I watch Beat the Champ. Beat the Champ comes out every Tuesday morning here. And it's an awesome show if you haven't seen it yet. It's I think it's sponsored by Storm and Bowlers Mart. But it takes place in upstate New York, I believe. And anybody can enter. And it's like just bowling competition. And Sam DeWitt was like 5-time champion. And then he had other tournaments that he had to do, so he couldn't return for the 6th time. But he just posted something the other day, I think it was on Facebook Reels, where he's got killer score. He got like an 800 something series with an Ebonite Crusher, the purple one. So the Crusher's a pretty darn good ball. I'm even contemplating getting the 15 pound because I have the 14 and 16. The 16 I got to work with the 16, but the 15 would probably be really good. And the 14 roll is really good too. Grumpa, hi, Miss Fool. Grumpa says, hi, Miss Fool. Yeah. Steve, what up, Steve? Evening. League sucked tonight. Yeah, league sucked. We lost 3 games. We lost, 2 games, and we lost a total score. So 3 total. We only won 1. So, yeah, to our league. What? Did you guys lose all your games too, Steve? Denny Lowe, Miss Fulio. Yeah.
Hi, Dino.
GT Ben, man, I need to try a mystery ball and order it during release week. Yep. You do. Nick, congrats. Aaron McKinley, what's up, Aaron McKinley? 6415, you get the winners. I just get the T-zone. Although a lot of people would probably say this is a crap ball. I do pair very well with Columbia 300 balls. I've got to roll the Rally a lot more. I've only rolled it maybe 3 or 4 times so far. And I do like the shape. But this may be a good one for me. Who knows? A Columbia 300s, in my opinion, are sleeper balls. And if I paid $80 for a ball, it's normally $185. I think that's a win. So regardless of what ball it is. So, yeah, Columbia 300, not too shabby. Let's see, when...
Oh, that's Abby. She's cried.
Wow, that's crazy. They made these balls back in... This ball was inspected 16th of July. Damn, they made these things a long time ago. They didn't release it until last week, I believe, yeah. Nicholas Richardson, right on, thanks. You got it, brother. Congratulations. Grumpa Baggins, my last was a maximum effect on release day. Bowling World rocks. Hell yeah. Did you end up drilling up the maximum effect? I think you said you were going to hold off on that. Let me know if you drill that up, Grumpa. I'm going to turn this way here. Steve, hate to say it, motor release date is a no-go for me. Saw CTD review. Nope, not. I didn't watch the CTD you're talking about for the Nebula, right, Steve? The ball doesn't do anything for me either. It's kind of like, to me, it just looks like a lackluster ball. I do think it is kind of funny that, I don't know if it's just coincidence, but I know all the bowling companies talk to each other. What are you releasing? We're going to release this, right? They're all in cahoots with each other. And so I think with Radical releasing the Evil Eye, Motive was like, let's release a black ball that's competitive, a competition in that one. But I think it's mainly, the Nebula is meant for dry lanes, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it says on in the description of it. So, but they want so much money. Every ball they sell is like $200 or more. It's like $215, just can't do it. What was the ball that just? Oh, the Viking reviews. Oh God, I don't think I saw one good Viking review. I think the only good thing about the Viking review or the Viking ball coming out is the Origin is going to be discontinued very soon, which I want to get an Origin, but I don't want to pay the price they want for it. So hopefully that will be discontinued. I think somebody asked the hype if that ball is going to be discontinued, and they go he said very highly likely. So everybody that I heard has the Origin says they love it. So that's next on my list, but I'll wait till it gets discontinued. Although it will never be really low because I think it's just a very sought after ball. So it probably won't go for less than I'm guessing 140. You know, and they usually, when those balls get discontinued, they sell out really fast. Nick, nope, not me. Good luck keeping it clean. Yeah. Oh yeah. When I rolled the Sub-Zero today at League, holy moly, because Paddock has a lot more oil. They put out a lot more oil, and that ball was just trash at the end of the couple games I did. I'm like, damn. I'm used to rolling that in Napa where they barely put out any oil, and when I come back and I clean it, there's like no oil on my rag whatsoever. And I don't know if you're able to see it in the camera. Probably not, but this is the rag from today cleaning just a couple balls, but the Sub-Zero was filthy. But Sub-Zero did very well for me today at Paddock. I really like the shape of that ball. And like I said, sand it to 1,000. Boom. Slowed my speed down to around 13 to 14 and a half miles an hour. It seemed to work. Any faster than that, and it wasn't jiving for me. Colin, what's up, Colin? Looks good. Heck yeah. GT Bin, not a fan of bright balls. Yeah. It's a very unique. Yeah, I mean, it does look like a Storm Ice. I do like the Storm Ice, but people are going to be like, what are you rolling Storm Ice for? That's a spare ball. Grumpa Baggins, Revelate. Yeah, that's what it was. Revelate. Hit It Harder made the Revelate, which was look almost identical to that. I think it was a lot more white in the Revelate, if I'm not mistaken. It's a weaker ball. Kelso, don't mucks. Don't mucks? No. Nick, Revelated. Yep. GT Bin, nice pool, Grumpa. Grumpa, thanks. Kelso, nice shirts. Thank you. Grumpa, don't go with Teespring. ZVL Bowling left them because the logos wash off. I just have a regular black shirt now. Teespring. Did I go with Teespring? No, I didn't go with Teespring. These I got on Amazon. And these are not Teespring. But Teespring, that's how I know Teespring, because I bought this shirt from Teespring. I bought my musical shirts from Teespring. So, no, don't tell me the logo goes off. Shoot. Well, that's not good. Maybe I'll hold off on buying from Teespring. Nick, I love watching it. Grumpa Crusher 105 at Buddy's. Yep. So, yeah, Buddy's got killer deals right now. Like I said, from last week's stream, the Grams bought a Rhino Ivory Pro, the Pearl, the white one, for $100. So, killer ball. 14, 15s are $100, and then the 16 is $75. I have a 15-pound that I bought right when it came out last year, and the ball is really good. I'm actually going to roll that ball tomorrow, probably game 3 in League and Napa. I haven't decided what I'm going to use on game 1 and 2, but I'll bring out a ball that I haven't really rolled that much before. Hi, Babber. Babber wants to be the center of attention. What do you think about the ball there? Huh, babe? Huh? Come here. Come on. Come up. You're coming up. Get up there. All right. Oh. I don't know if I want you up here, though. I don't want you getting in the habit of getting up here. So, you stay down there. Yeah, Crusher. So anybody got the Crusher that likes it? I'd really like the Crusher. I think it's a pretty good ball. It's a damn good price. Another ball that I was looking to get is the Scorpion. That's another cheap one that's $105 too as well. I know ZVL loves the Scorpion, the regular Scorpion. I've got the Scorpion low flares. Anybody got the Scorpion? Let me know if it's worth $105. Nick, check out GG Mason PWA Bowler League night every Wednesday at 6:30, 6:45 Eastern time. What's that on? PWBA Bowler League night? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have that station or channel. Grumpa, I held off, drilled the Black Widow Tour V1. Did you also get the Black Widow Tour V1 as a surprise? Well, I was hoping I'd get the Black Widow Tour V1. I was actually almost really hoping for that one. Did you get that one as a surprise? Oh, it said I paid full price for it. Gotcha. Yeah, what do you think about the Tour V1? Because that ball looks pretty good from what I've seen. Lumpy 44, good evening. Ricochet return, not too bad. Yeah, Lumpy, were you the one that got the evil eye? Because there was a couple Brads that emailed. I think it was you that got the evil eye in a surprise ball. Nick, Barnes and Son did a review 1v1 on both their channels of the Viking. Don't lie, I hated the Origin, and many around me hated it also. No, really, like everybody that I know around here touts the Origin. There's a guy in our league that rolled the Origin. I think he got like what did he get? A 290 something? That was red.
Oh,
Got an Origin. Remember, he almost got the 300. That was a 10th frame he messed up. He left one, so he got like a 290 something with Origin. The Broski loves his Origin. So yeah, Nick, you're like the only one. I think you and maybe Steve didn't like the Origin, but everybody else was like, man, they really tout the Origin. So we'll see. All right, I just got my phone is ready to ship. Heck yeah. Barnes and Son. Who the hell is Barnes and Son? I haven't watched them. I don't know their channel. Oh, Barnes and Son. Chris, duh. I'm like thinking something else. Chris Barnes. Yeah. I haven't watched that one yet. Did they make the Viking look good? Nick, don't lie. I hate it. See, Nick, both Chris Prather and Andrew Anderson on a live stream. I asked what layout to put on the Origin to make it look good, and they said before this started the live stream, they were talking about it. Awesome. Colin, Kitty. D'Lo, it works well with Gramps. Did he bowl the Ivory Pro? Did he bowl that today? D'Lo? Nick, it's on YouTube. I put the link above my comment. Okay. Oh, GG Mason. Okay, gotcha. I can't see links if you put a link on here for some weird reason. Lumpy, yeah, I got the Evil Eyes drilled. Don't bowl till Friday. Oh man, you gotta be fiending wanting to bowl that thing. You're gonna bowl it first game of league, or are you gonna practice with it at all? What layout did you go with, by the way? Yeah, Nick, yeah, Barnesy, yeah. Grumpa, I love the Black Widow Tour V1 during league, my third game out of box. But I haven't liked it since. Oh no, I just can't get it to hook once it lane shines. Low rev bowler, damn. So is that another one? Do you think you're gonna have to like sand quite often? Because like the 3.0, I had to sand that a bunch because it lane shined really quick, and once it lane shined, it did not hook whatsoever. Ugh. Yep, he did. What was the scores? You want to look on? You got Lane Talk on your phone still?
But who am I looking at?
Gramps, or just message Gramps. See what he got for the scores. Broski drilled up his Ivory Rhino Pro tonight.
Did they practice?
Yeah, looks like he did. D'Lo said he did. Beef and Barnes. Yep, gotcha, Nick. I was having a brain fart just with they wrote at Barnes. Yeah, I just kind of Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Hey, sent you an email the other week with my DIY setup. Just drilled my Entity and High Road 40 for League tomorrow night. Nice. I love the High Road 40. I've got the 16-pound High Road 40. Love it. Did you get the 14 or 15?
His highest score is 176.
Nice. Not bad. Yeah, so Graham's got a 176 with an Ivory Rhino Pro. Yeah. So it's shaping pretty good for him, D-Lo? The Entity. Nice. I think the Entity is probably going to be discontinued pretty quick, too, because that got overlooked by a lot of other balls as well, too. And you don't really hear much about that. And I think it's actually a really good ball. I think you're probably going to like the Entity a lot. That's another one that I think is $190. But I think it just went under the radar. So I was almost thinking I might get the Entity. They'll probably be giving a lot of Entities out just because they're not, I don't think they're really as surprise balls, so I don't think they're selling a lot of them. Let's see. Lumpy 44, I'll wait till League, and I did a 70 by 3.5 by 20, the max performance layout. Yeah, I think if I ever get an Evil Eye, I'm going to do something similar. D-Lo, I'll check it out. Grumpa, I've already been sanding it with no luck so far. Lucky to get 170s. Ugh, golly. Are you rolling a 15, Grumpa? That's not good. Nick, they did one match on each channel. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll have to check it out. Right on, right on. What would go good with this one, huh? Nope, no blue. I'd almost have to go white or black. Yeah, probably black. What do you think about the grips here?
What are the options?
Well, there's not many I can go with. The blue, this is very light
Not
blue.
black.
Nah. Well, black matches the writing. Black actually looks kind of cool, but the white is too white.
It is.
See that? It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
match.
I prefer the white over the black. Ask the viewers, but I prefer the white.
All right, white or black, everybody? What do you think? So we've got the logo is black. We could do that. White or black?
You drawing that on the
I don't think so. Yeah. I could also sell this and, get another one, but
I say sell it.
it's a Columbia 300. I mean, it's a hybrid. That thing's going to be a beast.
Oh, well.
All right, take a vote. Anybody still watching, keep it or sell it. And just FYI, I pair very well with Columbia 300 balls. So what do I do? What do I do? They did, okay. Grumpa, I've been sanding the tour at 3K CTD. Oh, CTD pads. It's a 14-pound due to wrist injuries. Okay. D-Lo, white Jopo with white, I'm guessing white grips.
That's what I would.
Yeah. Nick, I used my OG Identity Game 3 in League and could have went 277 out, but split and open in the 10th for 244. Damn. Game 3, that ball was really good for me. Like, I almost want to bring that out tomorrow instead of the Ivory. But let's see. Yeah, decisions. Grips, yeah, got you, D-Lo. Nick on Sunday in League. Damn. GT Ben black, white on white, mismatch white and black. Ooh, what's up, Rod? Yeah, I could probably do that. That'd be kind of cool. White on
Or
white,
sell it.
white and black. Nick says sell it. Nick says sell it for 140 and move on.
Agreed.
Sell it for 140 and buy another surprise ball
No.
and get a crummy one, or buy a ball that I want. That's the thing. I don't think this ball is popular enough to trade to a PSO. PSO goes, I don't want that.
Exactly. That means you shouldn't either.
No, I think I pretty much made a promise. If I get a ball, it's a surprise ball that I don't have in my collection, then I'm going to drill it up. And the only one that I traded was the Torpedo Direct Hit, just because I knew that ball was probably going to be garbage for me. It probably would have been really good. I mean, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it looked. I heard a bunch of crap about it. So I'm like, get rid of this thing. So the Piranha Power Core Pearl was the one that I didn't want that ball. And then I ended up selling it. So, I ended up drilling it, right? And I ended up doing really, it's like my top 5 ball right now. So, by the way, oh, that's right, Nick, you're an SPI Nation, you're a Storm Nation guy. But Piranha Power Core Pearl, if you like the identity, Piranha Power Core Pearl, money ball. You should get that, Nick, just when it gets discontinued, just get it. I'm curious to see how you'd like that ball. Because that ball, that was a strike machine. I can roll that game 1. I can roll that all 3 games in the Napa League. I can roll that game 1. That's how strong that Pearl is. Same thing with the Ricochet. I can roll the Ricochet game 1, Ricochet Pearl game 1. Boulder Dan says keep it. JG, keep it. D-Lo, Steve, sell it. D-Lo for a good price. GT's selling it another mystery ball. Evil Eye incoming. Yeah, it might be too late for the... I think if I was 14 pound, I probably would have got an Evil Eye, but I think the 15 pound is just too popular of a ball to give away as a surprise ball for bowling world. Let's see. Nick, all the above. Nick, okay, sell it for 120. 120? God, I can get more than that. I can get 150 for this thing at least. It's brand new. There's some Columbia 300 diehards out there that will pay that. GT, go with your heart. Keep it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I will. I'm going to keep it. And watch, it'll be my 300 ball. Just like I said about the Piranha. Grumpa, or sell it and get something nice for Miss Fool. Oh, Grumpa, you're winning the wife's heart here.
Wow. I knew I liked you, Grumpa.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame she doesn't bowl anymore. I'm getting all her old balls. But she's keeping which ball are you keeping? The Black Widow Ghost Pearl. It's a 13 pound. She does not want to get rid of that whatsoever. It's funny because I told lady on our team, I said, you got a ball, interested. I said, let me ask the wife.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I said, let me ask the wife. I said, I don't think so. Then she goes today, so how about that ball? I said, nope, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
That was the first ball you got me.
Yeah.
That really surprised me.
Yeah, so I got her, last year I got her, was that?
That was the first ball that you surprised me with.
Yeah, so I surprised her with a brand new ball. It was the Black Widow Ghost Pearl. It was in 13 pounds, so it's got the generic core too. It doesn't have the actual core to the ball. But I surprised her with it, and she liked the ball. And then shortly after, she moved to 14. So I was like, And then I kept getting her ball. I kept giving her 14-pound balls. So most of the 14-pound balls that she had, I've re-drilled up for my 14-pound collection just because she's completely done bowling, unfortunately. But we'll keep the Black Widow Pearl just because it has sentimental value.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right. Sell for 120. Go. I see. Nick, I've seen people throw the Piranha. It looks good. Yeah, it's real good. It's a strong pearl. It's got very good back end. I drilled mine. I think I drilled mine. What did I drill mine? Brunswick. Oh, sorry. We're in Columbia 300. 70 by 4.5 by 30. And that ball is strong. Like, I probably should have done a 4-inch pin to pap, but I did a 4.5, which. And then the Deviate Show Pearl, I brought that out to league, I think, last week, and it is, yeah, I had to put that away real quick because it had no hook power whatsoever. So that ball is good. Unlike the 9th game when the lanes completely dry up, then that ball works for me. But any games before that, it does not do good for me. So lesson learned, the Deviate Show Pearl is a good ball, but your lanes have to be scorched. Let's see, Aaron McKinley. They are selling at $159 Identity. If you go on eBay, there you can get one for $90. There's 1 or 2 left. Nick has way too many. He doesn't need any more, so go bid on it for him. BLK looks great. Yeah, Black Widow. I guess Black Widow Pearl looks great. I have one of them on my Ghost Pearl. Oh, black looks great. Gotcha. Aaron McKinley, keep it. New technology in the ball. It is. Yeah, it's all brand new stuff. I think it's a cool ball. I like it. I don't think I'm going to drill it up now, though, because I want to figure out what kind of layout I want to do. So, let's see. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I kind of wanted to just kind of quick stream here. Nothing too long. I'm not going to drill any balls, I don't think. So I'm going to be doing, like I said, the Mantra Solid review and the One Ovation review coming up pretty soon. And I plugged up I already showed you the balls last time. So I got balls for sale too, by the way. I have a Radical Katana Strike plugged up, ready to go. Let's see what else we got. I got the 14-pound hitter. I may drill up the 14-pound hitter just to have another solid. I've got the plugged Fireball. Anybody wants a Fireball plugged? I got the Theorem Pearl. Yeah. So I got to go through my collection too and get rid of some of the balls that I don't really roll with anymore. I might bring the Motive Primal Shock for game 1 tomorrow. I think I'm going to bring a Motive ball. I haven't rolled a Motive ball in a long time. Other than today, the Sub-Zero. The Mitchman 7. What's up, Mitchman? Hey, I just got the Ricochet Return Bold with it today. Fits my game great. Went with a strong layout since I'm low rev. What was your layout? Nice. Yeah, I forgot who I watched the other day, but there's a random review on this ball. And after every strike, he's just like, wow, like didn't expect that ball. And he got a pretty darn good score too. He got like I think maybe a 250 or 260 with it. And the ball had really good downlane reaction. So yeah, I kind of like it. I'm kind of excited to roll it.
Sorry, second bummer.
JG highly suggests the Mantra OG, cheap everywhere and really good. So, do you have this Mantra Solid? Because I've got the Mantra Solid. I've yet to roll, and I've been tempted. I'm looking at the Mantra Hybrid. It's a cool looking ball. Definitely a cool looking ball. The Broski likes that ball. I've heard nothing but good things about it. There was a bowler that was on the PSO, the old PSO's team. They got a 300 out of box with it. So Yeah, I may just have to do that. I was kind of laying off on any kind of ball purchases until I found out what this one was, because this could have been a Mantra hybrid. But pretty much the balls I've been seeing Bowling World give out to people have been all new releases within the last couple months. I haven't seen any old balls like the Mantra. Any balls from last year I have not seen anybody get. So everybody's been getting brand new releases, which is very impressive. Bowling World's throwing out all the stops. It's like, damn. By the way, if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button. I appreciate it. I try to do free giveaways on every stream, every weekly stream. So I'm going to be giving out, anybody that guessed this ball. There was one person that guessed this ball. They will be getting a little mystery bag, bowling mystery bag from me in the mail. Brad, yo. I was watching Rotogrip Viking ball reviews and didn't realize you were live. Yeah. What do you think about the Rotogrip Viking ball? It didn't look too good. Like, what was it? Darren Tank's brother. I forget his name, but I watched his review and even he was like, this ball ain't working. And he's on SPI staff. So every bowler, even the height, every bowler I saw was like, God, that ball does not have any down lane shape whatsoever. It's like, yikes. It just kind of like dies out at the end. I don't know, if just the reviewers I was watching, but Viking is definitely not on my radar. The Origin is on my radar though. And anybody who's got the Origin EX, I'm curious about that one too. And that one just got discontinued really fast because the colors are absolutely hideous on it. Brad, the new Motive Nebula reviews are interesting also. Yeah, I think I've only watched maybe one review on the Nebula. I didn't watch too many yet. I was busy out bowling today. So let me know if the Nebula looks good. It doesn't really look like it's going to be that good of a ball, but I haven't watched everybody's video. What's up, Craig R. Cope? Welcome to the stream. I actually have 3 of the hitters, Power Pearl and Solid. Which one do you like the best, Craig? So my 14 pounds, I got a couple solids already. I've got the Motive Venom Shock. And what's another solid that you got in there? The 14 pound. What was the other solid that you had? So you got the Motive Venom Shock. And the hitter, was that it? Oh, I got the Mantra Solid as a, that's right. Mantra Solid, the 14 pound. Oh. All right, Craig, welcome, man. You're a hero member. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, brother. Heck yeah. Welcome aboard, my friend. I appreciate you. So yeah, I do membership, very cheap memberships. I believe it's like $1.99, $2.99. That's all I really offer. And you'll get you'll see all my videos that I release. I release them a couple days early to members only. So you see those. And I was also thinking about doing once I get big, hopefully I'll get big here in the next year or two, and I get a lot more members, is I'll have like a drawing, maybe once every couple months for all my members, and we'll do a wheel spin with all my members, and we'll give away a surprise ball. I'm talking once we get like 10 plus members. So, but thank you, Craig. Appreciate that, my friend. Awesome. Jay, no, just the OG. Gotcha. Okay. The Mitch Man, I had to ask the number from my Bowler's Mart. Honestly, it was Charles Hutchinson. You watch. I remember him saying he was surprised by how the ricochet struck. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tonight and rewatch all the videos on this. I watched a few, and every review I saw on this was good. So I'm gonna go back and watch them all again. Yeah, I think the Hype did really good with this ball too, didn't he? He got like a really high score with that, if I'm not mistaken. Mikey did. Brad said Mikey didn't like it, but Stu Williams loves it. Okay. Stu Williams also liked the Equinox too, didn't he? And I heard the Equinox, according to Steve Suter, is a boat anchor, right? I think Stu Williams likes every storm. Does he like every single storm ball that's out there? I don't think there's a SPI ball that he doesn't like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Grumpa, I wish more buyers would leave reviews on Bowling World's website. You get 100 points. I got another 17 points to use just from reviews. Damn, yeah. Yeah, I pretty much leave a review for all my balls. I don't know if I can leave a review for every single ball that I got, like in the 4-ball purchase, because I left a review saying, yeah, I got 4 balls, and because it was one order. So I don't know if I can leave a review for every single surprise ball that I got. If I can, damn, I'm going to go back and do that. But yeah, I Bowling World, I tell you, they have the best deal for what is it? The point systems. I'm gonna get a more comfortable chair. That thing's a little uncomfortable to sit in. I get my desk chair here. All right, here we go.
The Robert's like, I'm on my way.
Oh, Barbara's coming over here. Okay.
Can they still see you at that level?
I think so. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so Grumpa, like, and if anybody out there buying balls from Bowling World, like, if you never bought a surprise ball from Bowling World, once you make an account, you get 10%. You get 10% off your first purchase. Then you get 500 points for your birthday. That's $5 off, right? And every single purchase you make, you get points. And like I said, this ball, I saved $19 from the points that I earned. So I pretty much got this ball for $80. And you pay an extra $10, you tell them what you want. I told them that I wanted a strong, sharp hybrid. I got a Deviate Severe Collision, which is the ball that I wanted. So yeah, I got lucky. And I also, you kind of have to be smart with it. If you ask for something, you got to make sure that there's not a whole bunch of those kind of balls out. Like, I wanted a Severe Collision. There wasn't a lot of strong, sharp hybrids out currently. They've had older releases they could have given me, but from what I saw on Reddit and all that, they were giving away a lot of Severe Collisions, which made my odds a heck of a lot better. So that ball is good too. I should have brought that. Maybe I'll bring that tomorrow for game one and 2. Mitchman, by the way, the Ricochet is best. By the way, the Ricochet is best on transition and burn. The Mitchman, which one? This one or the Pearl? The hybrid is going on burn? Yeah, I guess it would be, huh? Because it's a hybrid. Probably more. I guess this is going to be more Pearl than anything. Yep. You want to go in? You want to go in? Come on. Steve, the Nebula is next to the Primal Evolution. I thought maybe next to the Sub-Zero. Oh, okay. It's pretty weak then, huh? What cover stock is the Nebula? Is the Nebula a Pearl? I didn't really look that up. Craig, at the one center where I bowl league, the power hitter is great. At the other center where I bowl league, the solid is great. Nice. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll drill up the solid. The hitter, the power hitter actually looks pretty cool too. I like the way that ball looks. What is it? The power hitter is the hybrid. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Yeah, that's right. Because the hitter Pearl, when I asked my PSO last year, and there's There's another bowler on his team too that's on the team on their national team. He didn't really like the power, not the power hitter, but the hitter Pearl. That one kind of was a dud. That got discontinued pretty quick. But I'll have to drill up the 14-pound hitter for sure. Steve, the hype on the Pro V1 has gone down the gutter. The Pro V1. So the Black Widow? The Black Widow V1 tour? Is that what you're talking about? The Mitch man, I asked for strongly out because I'm low rev, about 250. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably about the same. I'm probably maybe 300 tops, 350 tops on my revs. Steve Suter, original Equinox is the boat anchor. The solid is pretty good. Okay. The solid's on discount right now. I just can't get over those hideous colors. Ugh. Garbage colors. Do you have this solid, Steve? Grumpa, yes, you can leave one on the mystery box page and one on each ball. Oh, damn, okay. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Shoot. Maybe I got to go back and review all the balls that I got from them. Holy moly. Brad, Steve, I was going to say the same. I think the Equinox wasn't great, but the solid seems to be very good. Okay. Oh, that's right. The Equinox. Sorry, I thought you were talking about another ball. The Equinox solid. Yeah, the green and white one. That one looks pretty good too. Yeah, most of the reviews for that ball look pretty good as well. Craig, let's see. Craig, if you drill the solid hitter, check out Radical's drill chart. Drill it kind of strong. Okay, I will. Steve, SPI releases are questionable. You come out with the Viking, but you have the Gremlin Hyperdrive Pearl and now Rockstar Amped. I just don't get it. Yeah, they are releasing their fair share of pearls. Like, are they getting all the pearls out and then they're going to release like just a bunch of solids and hybrids or what? Yeah, kind of weird. Did any of you see the Viking advertisement? The video advertisement? I was like, oh, God. Just bad. Like, really bad. I don't know. Out of all the balls in SBI, do you think Roto Grip or 900 Global get the lowest funding of all of them? Or are they all equally funded? Let me know if anybody out there knows. Did you get, and Steve, you probably have all those balls too, right? You have the Gremlin. I know you have the Hyperdrive Pearl, and are you getting the Viking, Steve? And the Rockstar Amped. Yeah. I don't need too many more pearls, to be honest with you. Like, I have plenty of pearls for Napa. And where I bowl out in paddock, pearls just do not work for me. There's way too much oil. And the pearls wouldn't be strong enough for me. But Napa, pearls work great. The Mitch man, the ricochet return on transition and burn the ball we both have. Awesome. Cool. Okay, maybe I'll bring that out. Yeah, maybe use that game 2 or 3. Huh? Did you take the polish off it? The Mitch man? Because I normally take the polish and compound off of anything Brunswick. The only one I didn't take the polish off of, or the compound, was a severe collision, and that ball shaped great with the compound on it, just because it's a really strong core. But this one, I probably knocked the polish off. Aaron McKinley, the Wicked Collision is so underrated. I had to hit it with 3,000 pad, but I'm averaging in the 230s and it lasts 3 games. Nice. Yeah, I love the Collision line. I'm a big fan of the Collision line. If any of you guys don't have the Collision line, definitely get it, because all of them are good. I almost brought out the Brutal Collision today, sanded that up, and brought it with me to league out in paddock. Maybe I'll bring my Brutal tomorrow. I got so many balls I don't know which one to bring out. Yeah, Wicked Collision. The only one I don't have is the original Collision and the Violent Collision. Let me know if anybody you guys out there have those balls and if it's worth getting. There's a few that I saw on eBay, but yeah, I think the Brutal, the Wicked, and the Severe are pretty good for me. I've got the 16-pound Wicked, so I should bring that out again and try that out. I don't think I'm going to be getting any more 16s just because I watched ZVL stream or video on the different weights, and it seems like 16-pound is an afterthought, right? So they don't really, all the technology and the core design goes into the 15 pounds, and then the 14 pound is probably the next on the list because the 14 and 15s are usually relatively close. And if you look at the 16-pound numbers, they're pretty far off a lot of the times. Although the 16-pound High Road 40 works really good for me. So, but that's also a .058 diff. The diff went up dramatically on that ball. And Sanity 2000, it works pretty well too. But yeah, I think I probably might be done with 16. I may get one or two more 16s, but I'm not gonna switch over to 16s. I think I'm gonna pretty much stick to 15s, unless there's some kind of killer deal, right? If I didn't have the Rhino Ivory Pearl, I probably would have got the $75 16-pound one. To be honest with you. Nah, Mitch Man. Let's see. Mitch Man, Nebula is a new Pearl cover. Gotcha. Oh, a brand new Pearl cover they just made. Oh, nice. Nebula's a new Pearl cover. Motive just came out with. Ooh, interesting. Aaron McKinley, $95 at Buddy's. What's $95? The Wicked Collision? Yeah, I got the Wicked Collision for $70 from Buddy's. The 16-pound. That's why I got the 16 because it was only like $70 or $69 or something. Ross and Russ, what's up? You get a gremlin yet? Just got home from league, joined late. Nah, I did not get a gremlin yet. I'll probably wait till that gets discontinued. I'm not in a rush to get the gremlin. It's a pearl, right? The gremlin's a pearl, right? And I've got so many pearls right now that work pretty good. I think it'd be overkill. The only place I can really use pearls is maybe, if I do a tournament, I haven't bowled at a place I haven't bowled at, or Napa. Like I said, can't use pearls at paddocks. Way too much oil they lay down. Steve, no, I don't have the solid, but it's a very popular around here and looks damn good going down lane. That ball looks damn good. Like that is one of Storm or SPI, in my opinion, comes out with some of the most hideous color combinations. Just, God, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. Just like these nasty pastel colors. Just they don't pop. They don't gravitate towards me, right? But that Storm Equinox Solid, they hit the nail on the head with that colorway. That's a cool colorway. Steve, Gremlin is traded. Only have the Hyperdrive Pearl. Okay, I got you. And you like the Hyperdrive Pearl too. I know a lot of people like the Hyperdrive Pearl. Craig, I'm interested in the chat. I have a Paragon Shadow that I bought used. I love my Paragon Shadow. I haven't plugged it and re-drilled it. I'm kind of wondering if I even need to bother. Is it like the same layout as you have, or because when I got the Paragon Shadow and I rolled that, it's real good. I almost brought that to paddock today. That ball is a real good ball. I've maybe have 10 games on that. I don't have that many on it, but the ones I do have, that ball is really good. And I think it's just going to go underneath the radar because it's a track, right? I mean, out here, I think track does pretty well. I don't know where you guys are at, how well track does, but track, a lot of tournament players out here use track, and they swear by track. And I love track. Track's one of my favorite B7 brands, to be honest with you. Like, The Theorem Hybrid, one of my favorite balls from Track. The Stealth Solid, another good one. Stealth Pearl, money balls right there. Those were money balls. I didn't get the Stealth Hybrid. And what other Track ball do I have? I got to think. Oh, yeah, and the Paragon Shadow. I think that's it. The Paragon Shadow is awesome. And that ball looks really cool going down lane too, Craig. I think you'll really like that ball. The Mitch Man just showed my wife a pic of the Fireball, and now she wants one. I created a monster. Which Fireball? I got the original Fireball for sale, 15. If you want it. Selling it dirt cheap. I think I'm selling it 50 bucks. 50 bucks shipped. Let me pull it out of the box and show you. Fireball is beautiful looking. Yeah, this thing, I got this thing for a deal too. I probably have 20 games on this thing, 20, 30 games maybe. Not my best plug job. This is one of the first plugs I did. I mean, I did the 2 different colors, but this one I had the bubbles on there for some weird reason. But yeah, 50 bucks ship. Anybody wants this ball, let me know. 15 pound. And you can always drill into the finger plugs that I did on there if you don't like them. Whatever layout you got, layout you wanted. Let me get some water here. All right. Steve, Craig's say some of this. Some say the Shadow is the strongest hooking ball out there. Yeah, I think I drilled mine 4.5, pin to pap 4.5. I probably should have done 4. So if you do it, well, depending on what your rev rate is. I'm not super high rev rate, but when I bowled at Paddock on an off day, just an open bowl, it did really well. I was getting 230s, 240s with it, and it's pretty consistent. It's a pretty hard-hitting ball. I think you probably need to break in a little bit because I think it just needs to be broken in a little bit. The first few games was like, ooh, not really shaping too well. And I think I put surface on it. I don't think it comes with a compound, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's just regular surface. It might be a 1,500 or 2,000 surface, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a hybrid. So, is it a hybrid? I think it's a hybrid, yeah. I can't remember what the heck that ball was. The Paragon Shadow. Yeah, I think it's a hybrid. Mitch Man, no, I kept the return as is. Okay, gotcha. Brad, SPI announced the Viking that comes out first and then turned around and announced the Phase 2 Pearl, yeah? Which everyone will be hyped about. I'm not hyped about the Phase 2 Pearl. What ball they should... How is the Phase 2 Pearl the ball that everybody wanted or requested? What about the Alpha Crux? That's before my time, but everybody was like, the Alpha Crux was the holy grail of SPI balls, right? You go on eBay, a brand new in box Alpha Crux is selling for 650 bucks with $150 shipping. There's another guy selling it for $700 for a bowling ball. So I think when I asked my PSO, I said, what's the holy grail of all bowling balls? Because he's a bowling ball collector. He says, well, the Alpha Crux. And then the other one was the OG IQ Pearl, the gold one. Yeah, IQ. Yeah, the gold one came out like 2014 or 2016, something like that. And that was another one that if you find that brand new in box, it's going for $400 or $500, $600 or something like that. The PSO has one for sale, and he says it's got a little chip in it. I think he was going to offer it to me for $550. I'm not paying $550 for a bowling ball. Sorry. Unless it strikes every single frame. Guaranteed. So, how many pearls did SPI come out with? We got the Phase 2 Pearl. We got the Viking. We got the Hyperdrive Pearl. The Gremlin. What's another one? Like, holy crap. Just pearl after pearl after pearl. GT Bin. I see 105 at Buddies for Wicked Collision at Aaron, okay? Ooh, they might have raised the price then, because I think the Wicked Collision was... Oh, no, maybe it was... They used to be $99. And I don't think Buddies does a coupon code, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they do that. Or a promo code. Correct me if I'm wrong. It kind of sucks if you guys are doing your own DIY stuff and you guys are getting your own like PSO supplies. Places like Gebhardt's will not give you the promo code if you're buying PSO supplies. Anything PSO related, which is kind of a bummer, right? But because I'm like, this code isn't working. It's just the code I thought it was. And it's like, oh, it's because I got PSO stuff in there. So just be aware. It only works on like bowling balls and bowling related stuff. Let's see. Brad's Fool, how do you feel bouncing between 14 and 16 pound balls? Is it hard to do? I throw 14s, but I have considered trying a 15 pound lately. You know, when I roll the 14 pounds, like, what was it? Last week I rolled I forgot what balls I rolled in Napa last week, but I went from 15 to 14, and I completely forgot I was rolling a 14. I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot this was a 14. So I can't really tell the difference between 14 and 15, to be honest with you. Now, if I'm rolling 14 out the gate and then I go to 15, which I haven't done yet, then I probably would. Actually, I think I did that in practice. I feel a little bit. It's not much. Now, 16, I'm not going to jump from 14 to 16 in the same like day. Or the same practice. But if I roll a 16, I'll go from 15 to 16. And it just allows me to roll the ball slower. I don't huck it. Because a lot of times when I get in a hurry, like when I'm bowling, because I want my endorphins to get going and I want to just huck the ball down the lane. I end up muscling it. And when I pull out the 16, it kind of prevents me from doing that. It's like, okay, slow down. It's like, oh yeah, I just remember, just let it roll off my hands. So the 16, the 16 is a little, I do notice the 16 a little bit, but I don't huck it, right? So if you're just like letting the ball come off your hand and it's game 3 and you got like that, like for example, the High Road 40, I let that thing just roll off my hand. I don't feel any pain in my shoulder or anything like that because I'm not muscling it. And it works good. Oh, that's what I did. I rolled the 16-pound crusher, I think it was 2 weeks ago in the Napa League, and for game 3. And it was strong. Like I had to kind of go fast or move to the left a little bit. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to be going more. I don't think I'm going to go into getting any more 16s. Maybe if I see a killer deal at Buddies for a ball that I don't have in 16, I may get it. But I think, like I said, and ZVL said on his videos too, that the 16 pounds are an afterthought for the manufacturers, right? Because they don't sell many of them. That's why they sell for dirt cheap. They just don't sell many of them. And me wanting a good deal, it's very tempting to me. Oh yeah, 50s. You know, like I said, I bought the Beyond Infinity for $57 from Buddies. And I was like, brand new ball? Hell yeah. And it rolled good. Like it rolls good. I rolled it out in Pinole when I got it. I was like, damn, this ball hits hard. I'll give you this. When a 16-pound ball hits, it hits like a tank. And it hits good, right? I would think it hits better than this, right? So who is it? Like Kevin McCoon rolls a 16 pound. That guy rolls a 16 pound like 25 miles an hour. That guy's a beast. So I think a 16. I think all the weights have their place. I wouldn't say one is better than the other, but I think they all have their place depending on how you roll and what the lane conditions are. Right? So like I said, I bring out the high road 40 when the lanes are broken down and I want the ball and I want to just not huck it down the lane. If I'm rolling a 15 pound or 14 pound and I'm still rolling a strong ball game 3 or 4, I kind of have to huck it or move to the left, which I'm still working on trying to move to the left. It's very weird for me. But super strong balls, I can get away with moving left. But try it out. If you guys haven't tried out a 16, just try one out, man. They're cheap. Go get the Rhino Ivory Pro. $75 at Buddy's. No, and you go roll it. Let me know what you guys think. It's a good ball. How does the 16-pound numbers compare? The 16-pound numbers are actually way bigger than the 15-pound. And I think I want to say the Rhino is very identical to the High Road. It's a 2-piece core. It's like they say there's no, or a 2-piece ball design. There's an outer shell and an inner shell. There's no core is what they say. And I think the Rhino Ivory is the same exact way. Rhino Ivory is very forgiving for me. I love that ball. Like I said, I'm going to bring that out tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, I would try a 15. Go 15, try it out, see how you like. If you get really sore and it doesn't feel good, go back to 14s. But like I said, I told you why I roll 16. Ross and Russ, you ever try out swag balls? I see some people on YouTube's using them. Curious of the quality and just how good they are in general. I went on I think it was the last week's stream and the one before I talked about swag. This is all I'm going to say about swag is when I asked because when Bowler Smart started selling them again, I went to my PSO. I said, what do you think about these swag balls? He says, no. So my PSO does not carry swag. He will not carry swag. He will drill a swag if you bring it in. And in fact, he said his Jopo bit broke on a swag ball when he drilled it. So when he told me that, I actually had no interest on buying a swag ball. They're probably really good balls, and my PSO just had bad luck with the ball he drilled. The early swag said when he drilled in, they started sparking. And I don't know if the newer ones still do that or not, but I've heard enough things about swag where I really don't want one. There's enough ball manufacturers out there who really don't care to own a swag. That's my opinion on swag. And as Steve would say, boat anchors. Get one if you got a boat and you need an anchor. Sorry, all you swag staffers. I'm just not, I'm a consumer and I'm not on staff on anybody. All I am as a consumer of bowling balls, and I'm not going to be a consumer of swag. So unless I get one drilled for me and given to me, then I'll roll it and see what it's all about. But yeah. Billy M, what's up, fool? Hell yeah. Grumpa, my favorite is the Archetype Hybrid and Solid. I love the Archetype Hybrid. I love it. I never got the Solid. Still salty that they didn't release a stateside Pearl. They made a Pearl overseas? Damn, I didn't know that. I bet you they didn't release a Pearl because that ball, when the Archetype Hybrid wasn't a top seller, from what my PSO said. I think it's a great ball. It probably didn't match up for a lot of people, but that ball matches up well for me. So well that I bought 2, right? But I realized I didn't need a second one, so that's why I gave it away. But Track's still selling them on an eBay site for $180, the Archetype Hybrid. And like I said, my PSO said, he's like, you're not going to like this ball. It's crap. Everybody that bought it, sold it or traded it in or, returned it or whatever. And he said that his supplier had hundreds, like 400 or 500 brand new in boxes sitting there in a back corner. Nobody was buying them. So because I asked him, well, what do you think about the Archetype Hybrid? That's what he told me. So he said, wait a few months, it'll be discontinued. That's when I waited, and then of course it was discontinued. And then I got it when it was like I think I got it was like 110 or 120 bucks. Killer deal. The bitch man, oh, I showed her the purple yellow one, but she liked that one too. Oh yeah, the purple yellow Fireball is pretty good too. That's the newer cover stock, I believe. I would say get the Fireball if you have high rev. I don't have high rev, so it didn't really work for me. I had to sand the crap out of that ball, and it still didn't shape very well for me. It was good for extremely dry lanes, but I'm a low rev bowler, and I got suckered in because it was a Black Friday sale from Gebhardt's for 99 bucks last year. So I was like, what the hell, I'll buy it. One of the first balls I ever drilled with my old drill press, by the way, too. So it was like a practice ball for me. And I don't think Fireball sold really well, too. That got discontinued relatively quick. It's a Nebonite. Sorry, I'm getting a little stuffed up. Ugh. Hold on, I gotta go blow my nose. All right, sorry about that. Whew. I got some kind of bug that's going around. Ugh, the more I talk, the worse it gets. Yeah, I think like Ebonite and Columbia 300 balls, and what's another one? Besides like the GB line, the rest of them kind of just they get discontinued within a year, I would say. And they're really good balls. I mean, they make them down to the same place as Hammer and Brunswick and all those other balls. So I think they're really good balls. They just get a bad rap. They just don't get the same popularity as like the DV8s and the Hammers and all that stuff. Mitchman, she's Rose 14. Unfortunately, got you. Steve, Mitchman, look at the alert for her. Very controllable. Yeah, the alert looks pretty good. But I think it's too similar to the... Actually, people say it's stronger than the Venom Shock. So if anybody has the Venom Shock and the alert, let me know which one you like better. Because from the videos, it says the alert's a little bit sharper. So, and the Venom is a pretty darn good ball. Craig, I'm afraid this... Oh, no. I'm afraid this Phase 2 Pearl is just a Christmas ball. Yeah. Has the name recognition and will piggyback off the reputation of the Phase 2 Solid. I could be wrong, but it probably won't measure up to the OG. Of course not. This is what I say, man. If you guys want a Phase 2 Pearl, go buy a regular Phase 2 and put polish on it. Like sand the thing. Just put like a 5,000 grit surface on it and then polish it up. There you go. There's your Phase 2 Pearl. Have they released the price yet on the Phase 2 Pearl, by the way? And if it's $200, we're smoking crack. I mean, come on. Steve, find lanes with Specto. You will see the difference in speed, revs, and entry angles. Bigger difference than you think. Unfortunately, there's only a couple places up in Northern California that have Specto. And I was actually told by my teammate John today, he's like, because he looked up places that have Specto. Beale Air Force Base, which I can't get on anymore. Their bowling alley has Specto, which is pretty cool. Like Air Force Base having Specto, that's awesome. And then another one, I think, super far away. So there's, unfortunately, I don't have any alleys near me that have Specto. Reno, we go up to Reno, Coconut Bowl, I think, has Specto. which last time we went to Reno, I wanted to bowl there, but they had a tournament going on. Every single lane was taken. I was like, figures. So I wanted to really use the Specto for that. The Mitch Man, can't wait to use the return at League Thursday. My Bolero is allergic to oil. Wow, which Bolero do you bowl at? Because all our Boleros out here, they put too much oil out. They flood the lanes with oil. Let's see. Craig, I normally throw a 14, and I also find I can find a different ball reaction from the 15. More likely has to do with my delivery. Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do too. So, like I said, if I feel I need a 14, I bring out a 14. If I feel I need a 16, I bring out a 16. And my 15s are my go-to balls all the time, right? Because that's how I've rolled with. My majority of the balls I have are 15, but there's a time and place for all the weights, I do believe. Steve, McCoon is also 20 years old. You guys only 20 years old? Damn. I thought he was like 30-something. Holy moly. And weighs the same as an offensive lineman for the Eagles. Yeah. Doesn't he have the record for fastest delivery on a bowling ball? Like when I see that guy shoot his spares, it's like, holy crap. Like, dude, you're going to break the damn pins. Like, he's literally going to split the pins or break his bowling ball. I was like, holy crap, man. Guy's a beast. The Mitch Man, that return at 15 pounds, 15 pounds our hit. Okay, let's see. I know you corrected it down below. 15 pounds out of the pounds hit hard for me today. I only throw at 12 miles an hour. Oh, damn. You're going slow. So I normally roll, my average is like 14 to 15 miles an hour is what I've slowed down to. I used to be like 17, 18, and I've slowed it down dramatically. And rolling at paddock has helped me slow it down because anything faster is not going to do crap. I'm used to Napa where the lanes are very dry, where I'm forced to roll 17 to make the ball do anything. Rod, the Black Hammer 15 versus 16 is a diff is double in 16, which is why many pros have both. Exactly. Another ball I want to get is the Purple Hammer in 16 because the diff on that is also doubled as well too. Let me know if any of you guys out there have a urethane ball, because I did have the 15-pound Purple Hammer, and I did not have anywhere near the revs for it. It was also only a 0.15 diff. Before I knew that the 16-pound was 0.30 diff, I'm like, God, why did I just get the 16? Let me know if you guys also own the black or the purple, which one you like better. If I'm going to get a urethane, which one? It's going to be a 16-pound. Which one should I get, the black or the purple? Let me know down in the comments. And I know they're a little bit different. I know the purple is like a pearl, right? And the black is more of like a solid. I just don't know if I have the revs for it. Matthew Seibel, what's up? What ball is that in front of you? This is the Columbia 300 Ricochet Return. This was my surprise ball that I got for $80. It's a normally $185 ball, I do think. 185, 190, something like that. So I got it for $80. I was secretly hoping for an Evil Eye, I'm not going to lie. An Evil Eye or a Black Widow Tour V1, which now I almost don't want a Tour V1 based on what you guys are telling me now. Like, holy crap. I don't know if I want that one anymore. I do like the 2.0 hybrid. The 2.0 hybrid is money. I love that ball. That's the best. I think that's the best Black Widow ball out right now. Brad, I feel like you and I kind of roll the same. You seem to like rolling it over the tennis board. Yeah, like Steve would say, I'm a up 10 dumper. And I have huge issues trying to move left. if I move left, I have to go ridiculously slow. And that's what I've learned. Like in practice, I'll practice and I will move left. I'll go to the 35 board. And I just realized like I have to really slow the ball down dramatically, like to 12 miles an hour. And the ball will come back. The ball will hook the whole damn lane, but it feels uncomfortable for me. It feels weird to not really know where the ball is going to be going because it hooks so damn much. And I'm just, as soon as I release it, I'm okay. I pray that it hits the pocket. And a lot of times it hits the pocket and it's like, boom. But it's like, how the hell did I do that? Like, I don't know how the heck I did that. But I've got so much muscle memory with rolling it, 15 miles an hour, 16, that I have a hard time slowing it down dramatically. I just have to move up on the approach and slow it down quite a bit. It's just something I got to practice. That's all. I'll get there. Matthew Seibel, did you drill a hyperdrive Pearl? I did not drill a hyperdrive Pearl yet. I don't really get SPI balls unless they're on discount, just because $200 a little bit pricey for me right now. Unless I get rid of some balls, but getting a $190 ball for $80, I mean, I kind of stick with Brunswick right now unless I find a killer deal on eBay. I almost got an Attention Star, the original Attention Star. Some guy wanted $60 for it. That was on Facebook Marketplace. I'd have to plug it up as a used one, obviously. So the only time I'll really get an SPI ball is if it's used on Facebook Marketplace or it's like a killer deal. Like the High Road 40 was a killer deal, although that was a gift from Broski and D'Lo, so thank them. But yeah, $200 for a ball, I got to really like it. But the Hyperdrive Pearl does look pretty good. I do want the Hyperdrive, the RST Hyperdrive, the original one, which I think was a solid. A solid or a hybrid. Steve Suter, COVID. I hope it's not COVID, but the wife's staying away from me for the past few days, just in case. I don't think it is. My body's not achy. It's just a mild irritation in the throat. And then I had like just a little bit of sinus. That's it. I don't feel weak or anything. Billy, I've been using 14 pound, but recently tried 15 pound. I found I have better control with them. The 14 pound causes me to muscle more. Yeah. While the 15 pound feels smoother in my hand and I can roll it more. Yep. I agree. The 14 pound, I definitely have a tendency of muscling myself just because it's lighter. So I think I'll be sticking with 15s from here on out. But I do like the fact that I could try them all out and see which one works the best for me. Yeah, Steve, yeah, driving 9 women, you got the sick, yeah. That's the thing about my job. It's like I'm around people all the time. So if somebody has it and I shake hands, yeah, I'm probably going to get it. My coworker also has it too. So whatever we have is going around. It's nothing too big. Matthew Seibel, what ball did you get in the mystery ball? You're looking at it. Ricochet return right here. The Mitch Man, I don't see a lot of the B7 balls other than the hammer here in Jacksonville, Florida. Phase 2 Pearl hasn't been officially announced yet, so no price yet. Yeah, yeah, let's see. There's a few people in our Napa League with B7, but yeah, hammer is pretty. Storm owns California. Anywhere I go in league, everybody's got a Storm, right? Even my teammates, even my 80-something-year-old teammate has a Roto Grip. It's like, and then my other teammate has a Storm, I believe. Older balls. But yeah, you look at the ball return to any league we go to out here, it's nothing but Storm, and then hammer. And if it's a hammer, it's a Black Widow. I'm like one of the few people that rolls balls other than hammer and Storm in our leagues. You know, if you go to tournaments, it's a different story. The last tournament I did at Delta Bowl, a lot of people had the motives. A lot of people had motive. EXJ Jackal. There was actually 2 people on the competing team that had 2 EXJ Jackals. So it depends. Like tournaments, people bring out all their balls, but yeah, Storm Nation out here, and I even asked the PSO, I'm like, what's up with Storm? Like if you go out to Indiana, it's all motive, right? People from live back there are all motive, but let me know where you guys bowl. What the majority of the balls in that your fellow league bowlers roll with? What's the majority? Is it motive? Is it Storm? Is it Brunswick? Let me know. Kind of curious. I would say out here, it's in my league in Napa, it's Storm first, Motive second, then Brunswick. A lot of people roll the Venoms. Almost everybody that rolls on our Napa league that has a Motive has a Venom. That's a damn good ball. Brad, Fort Carson Army base here in Colorado Springs has Specto and string pins. That's cool, man. That military bases have Specto. That's awesome. That goes to show that the people that run those bowling alleys on the pro shot or the bowling alleys on base, they know what they're doing. They want to get the best of everything. Also, too, I'm curious. Like is the bowling alleys on base are those are not privately owned, right? Those are owned by the military, right? The Air Force actually. I never really looked into that. Are they civilians that run the bowling alley on a military base? And Brad, you may know the answer to this. And is that owned by the Air Force base? Because I know, like, there's Burger Kings on Air Force bases. Obviously, it's a franchise, right? That's a different story. But I'm kind of curious at the bowling alleys, who owns those? Rod, CTT did a good comparison of Alert versus Shock. Yeah, I saw that one. Lane Shine, they are kissing cousins. Difference is Alert, Lane Shine's much slower than the Shock. Yeah, I saw that, actually. That was very intriguing. Wait. Are you sure you got that right? I thought the Shock Lane Shine's slower than the Alert. Maybe you're right. The Mitch Man, Bolero here in Jax, Florida, called Bolero Mandarin. Okay. Brad, McCoon is 33. Yeah, I was going to say, not old, but not a young pup. He's not 20. I knew he was in his 30s, but damn, that guy can. And I think his dad, too. His dad was a professional bowler as well, too. And I think his dad was known for speed, if I'm not mistaken. So, I think it's actually 3 generations. So I think it was like, his grandfather bowled, his dad bowled, now he bowls, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I did some research on that guy because I'm like, damn, that guy can throw a ball. Holy crap. And I think he actually went from 14 to 16. That guy switches out 14, 15, 16, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he just goes 15, 16. Rod says purple. Okay, purple 16. Aaron, gotcha. The Mitch Man, there is a reason the purple hammer is the GOAT. Okay, good. I'll probably get a 16 purple then. Matthew, I won mine. Nice. Brad, the way you are sitting, the ball in front of you makes it look prego. All right, let me move it up a little bit here. Let's put it over here. That's funny. Here, how's that? Rod, I missed the beginning of the stream. What's wrong with a Tour V1? So, Grumpa, if you're still on here, he says he didn't like it. He had to keep it. Got lane shine, and then it was a piss poor performing ball. And then I think somebody else commented on the V1 too. It might have been Steve about the V1 not being a very good ball. But if you have it, let me know. You like it? Give me your opinion on it, because I kind of had it on my radar. Steve, Brad, he is 33. Damn, looks 20. No matter what, he throws a missile. Yeah. Cameron Cunningham, what's up? What are your thoughts on the Ivory Rhino Pro? Get it. If you don't have it, get it. I have one and I love it. It's very good for the dry. I have thrown it for a while and shot 7. Oh, okay. You didn't know you had it. I have thrown it for a while and shot 738 with it last night. Damn, dude. I'm bringing that ball tomorrow to league. Probably gonna roll that when game 3. We'll see how we do. I may have to put some surface on it because the last time I rolled it wasn't really shaping. And it's got a little bit, probably too much lane shine. Put some surface on it. Should be all right. You going in?
Yeah.
Okay. If you, here, just go. Oh, that's funny. All right, I'll probably be ending the stream here in a little bit too because I'm going over 2 hours here. So, I got to catch up to all these comments. So get your comments in. If you haven't put them in yet, I'll probably end the stream another 10 minutes or so. Billy, my buddy has the black hammer. It's significantly smoother compared to the purple hammer. If you're an up and 10 dumper, I would definitely recommend a purple. Okay, purple it is. No questions. My PSO told me not to get any urethane. You don't get urethane, no suck. And he said, definitely don't get the black one because I just don't have the rev rates. Grumpa, got to head out. Have a great rest of your week. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Grumpa. Appreciate you stopping in and showing some love, brother. Good to see you, man.
Grumpa, thanks for the love.
Right on, right on. The wife says goodbye if you didn't hear. I don't know if you heard her. Steve, the purple hammer is not the GOAT. Now you may be too young, but the original Fab Black Hammer or the AMF Black Angle is the true GOATs. Yeah, before my time. I started bowling in 88 or 89, and all I remember going to the pro shop was the Rhino. Columbia 300 was the big ball, and then the Rhino was like the big ball back then. And I might have seen, I've seen Hammer logo. I remember seeing that. That's pretty much all I remember. Cameron, I had a 210, 228, and 300 last night. Good job, dude. Hell yeah. 300. Awesome. With, did you say which ball? Oh, that was with the Rhino Ivory Pearl? Damn, dude. Hell yeah. That's my third one. Good job, man. Congratulations. I still have yet to get my first one. God. I got enough damn games. You think I would have had a couple by now. Ugh. Nick, thanks for blowing up my spot. I just had to pay $95 to win this. That's what. What are you doing buying another one, man? Stop buying them. Let somebody else get one. Golly, Nick. So Nick beat me on a bid on one of the last, on the eBay bid for the Storm identities that were selling for, $78, $80. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get this one for $80. Hell yeah, $80. I think that's what the price was. Nick, remind me. So I had like 10 seconds spare. I'm like, anyone? All right, I'm the highest bidder. And then he got in like the last second with another dollar bid. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. So he got a really cool looking ball with a really cool pour for $1 more, for $81. So congratulations, Nick. You beat me out. And then he emails me, hey, I got another one. I'm all, so that was you that bid on that one, you bastard. Ah. It sucks to lose a bid for a dollar more. Yeah. Have fun with that ball. That's probably the most expensive identity ball to date. $95.01. Somebody tried to get me on the last one that I bought. They tried to do, it was like 87 or 88 and 1 cent. I went 89. I was like, I gotcha. You can't win with that penny bid. Grumpa, pretty even split mix of SPI and Motive, then B7. Okay. Yeah, Storm just seems to be running the show as far as bowling goes. I mean, everybody loves Storm. I love the fact that all Storm balls have a scent to them. I love that. I don't love the Storm when they discontinue their balls. Don't go for as cheap as Brunswick balls. I don't like that. It's like, I want to get this ball, but you're not lowering it under 150. God dang it. Matthew Seibel, a lot of everything, but I am a half hour from Motive, so what we see everything here in Michigan. Gotcha. Yeah, I would think like back there where Michigan is, yeah, well, you see a lot of probably Brunswick and stuff, but I hear like where EJ Taggart from in Indiana, it's like, oh, everybody gets Motive out there if you're a huge fan of him. Steve, SPI, then surprisingly Radical lately has come ahead of Motive. Damn, really? Then B7. Wow, I wouldn't think Radical. Not too many people have Radical. I think our teammate in Napa, he's got the Radical, no doubt, just because it's a good all-around ball. He just has one ball. He does really well with it. It's the Radical, no doubt, Pearl. And it works for him all 3 games. But yeah, not too many people have Radical. Probably, I would say maybe 1% of all league bowlers where I bowl at have a Radical. Yeah, they're not big. Brad Stanton, not privately owned. And yes, civilians run the bowling alley. Yes, in my case, Peterson Space Force Base, our civilians are furloughed, but at Fort Carson in Air Force Academy, their civilians are not affected. Oh, wow, interesting. Very interesting. So all the funding for the bowling alleys on base are from the government, like funding? That's pretty cool. No wonder they get all the cool stuff. Why the hell are they going to strings in, man? They should be getting like GSX freefall pins if they're getting their funding from government, man. Like, why are they going cheap on strings? Like, come on. Maybe they got to furlough the maintenance guy in the back. Maybe that's why they're going strings. Or maybe they got sold strings. Maybe one of the brands that makes the strings like went over there to sell the product. Hey, you guys need strings. This is really good for your company. Yeah, you're gonna make a lot of money. I'm getting like I bowl strings in Napa. We have strings in Napa, and I love Napa because it's really close to me. But after bowling on free fall, I really, really am starting to dislike strings. I really am. It's just the leaves I get, the unforgiveness, just like a lot of the pins just doing this crap and not being knocked down. Pins hitting other pins and not knocking them down when if it was in free fall, it would have knocked them down. So I'm kind of torn, I mean, I understand they had to save money in order to, for the bowling alley to survive. But man, I do like free fall a lot better. It's just free fall. It's what I was raised on. It's what I know. So the Mitch Man here at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, the alley owned by the base pro shop, private, but had to pass background checks to open. Gotcha. The people that run the bowling alley work for MWR. Don't know what MWR is. Aaron McKinley, McCoon grandfather used to drill all my gear. No shit. Wow, that's cool. I was his favorite rag-ass lefty back in the days. Damn, that's cool. Bitchman, MWR are the folks that also sell the cheap events tickets for active duty and retirees. Okay, gotcha. Aaron McKinley, Don, Eugene, and son. Gotcha. Steve, you know what's great? Each ball is always going to be great for some and not great for others. Potato. Yep, exactly. And Dabrowski and I have seen that a lot with balls. Like the Identity ball doesn't work for him in his layout. The Piranha Power Core Pearl didn't work for him in his layout or his style. He may be doing it different. He's experimenting with pitches in his ring finger. Says he gets more revs with that. So curious to see how that's going to improve his game and see if he likes the balls that originally didn't pair well with him. So, yeah, I mean, everybody, that's the great thing about bowling. Everybody's got their own style, and every ball works for everybody individually. Yeah. The Mitch man, I've only bowled the NAS Jacks once, though. Bolero, 5 minutes from house in 25 minutes from NAS. Though I grocery shop at NAS every week so I can afford more balls. Nice. Man, I miss the commissaries. Holy moly, like just tax-free grocery shopping. Hell yeah. Matthew Seibel, you should try that Shadow Tank. Yeah, I've been kind of looking at. I definitely have my eye on the Shadow Tank for, you know, a urethane-like ball. So, anybody have the Shadow Tank? Let me know how you like it. If you have the purple along with it, let me know how it compares with the Shadow Tank. I figure if I'm going to get a urethane, I might as well get the urethane, which is the purple. The Mitch man, thanks for all you do. Appreciate you. Yeah, right on, man. Appreciate it. Heck yeah. Steve, 88 and 89 was the start. Then the Sumo came out. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't remember the Sumo. Like I said, I just went to the bowling. I had the basics. Columbia, I think it was a white dot. Columbia 300 white dot, I think I got. And then I got the, oh God, it was a Brunswick, and I got back in, I got the Brunswick C Series back in 2012. That was the last ball I got before I got back into it last year. So I went from the Columbia 300, and then I got another Columbia 300 in 2008, which I think it was like an early Ricochet or like a type of ball like this. And then the C Series, which I had that when we had the balance holes. So when I got back into bowling in 2024, I had the balance hole. My PSO was, that's not legal. You can't have that. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell that was there for. My PSO that drove at the time says, you want a balance hole? I said, is it going to make it roll better? He says, yeah. I said, okay, put it in there. So I wasn't doing tournaments. I was just bowling for fun. I got a ball just for fun. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Just, you know, bowling and drinking. But I just wanted to have my own ball. So I went to I went to the PSO. Give me the best ball you have. Give me a ball you think I would pair well with. Craig, I'm going to resurface the Rhino I have from back in the day. I just want to throw it again. Yeah, Rhino. I love the Rhino. Like I said, give me a second. Give me 1 minute, guys. All right, apologies about that. Whew. Yeah, I would get which Rhino do you have, Craig? Is it like an old one from the 80s? Like, damn, that'd be cool. Has the core really changed with the Rhinos? I think the Rhino is pretty much the same core since the beginning, right? It's just different cover stock. Correct me if I'm wrong. Brad, I think my first ball might have been the Brunswick Black Beauty. Damn. Tell me how old that makes me. You are an old fogey, my friend. Damn, Black Beauty. That's a really old one. Holy moly. That's probably hell before I was even born, wasn't it? And I got gray hair. Nick, that's funny. Nick, I will sell it to you for $150 shipped. I don't want any more of those. I got plenty. I got 2. That's all I needed. And I probably only should have got 1. Like I said, I'm going to sell the other one that I got probably for $150. I'll throw it on Facebook Marketplace. All right. Let's see. Billy, I would love to get some vintage equipment like an OG Teal Rhino and a C300 CUDA Ceramicore. What's that one? I never heard of CUDA Ceramicore. Damn. I was watching an old YouTube random video on, oh God, what was it? It was Pete Weber when he was rolling for Brunswick, and he was rolling the it was a Columbia 300. What's the red ball that just came out? The Pulse. He was rolling an OG Pulse. It was like, damn. I didn't even know like Pete Weber rolled for anything other than Storm. It's like, holy crap. That's all I know he rolled with, but it was like some random video from way back in the day. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about getting some vintage equipment too, like on eBay. I'll go buy an old eBay ball and I'll make a video on it, see how they roll. Drill one up. I think it'd be kind of fun. Be good for content too. Brad, you're in your mid to late 50s. Jay, now I have to get Wicked Collision and Ivory Rhino Pearl. Yeah, definitely get those. Those are good balls. Brad, the government is cheap. Kaysen and U.S. Air Force Academy have both changed the strings, but Peterson, where I work, will still have traditional strength. Good, good, good. Man, I tell you, when I was in the Air Force, the government definitely wasn't cheap when they spent their money on parts for airplanes. Holy moly. A damn bolt was $200 for a simple bolt just because it was inspected by a human. If any of you guys served in the military, you don't realize, the people that aren't in the military, you don't truly realize how much the government spends on things until you are in and you see the bill for things. It's like, holy crap. Like, I learned that at a very young age when I was 18. I'm like, damn, this is how much? Why are they spending that much for that again? Can you remind me? Like, damn. Government gets extremely ripped off on a lot of things. Ugh. It's kind of sickening, actually. Brad, MWE, oh, morale, got you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember morale, welfare, and recreation. It's been a long time since I've been in, Brad. Yeah. Guys, coming up on, shoot, damn, 25 years, shoot. 30 years since I joined. Damn, that's a long time. Not Mr. Tibbs, changed my ring pitch finger because I started tracking over my thumb. Fun to tinker. Nice. And I think you said you got more revs from it too, right? Brad, Steve Suter, you've got it. 58, nice. Matthew, the reviews seem good. Matthew, which ball were we talking about? The Ivory? Oh, Shadow Tank. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see which one. I'll look more at the reviews of the purple tank. I think a purple tank. What's the purple tank? Like the same price as the purple hammer? I'm not paying $200 for a purple tank. I think tanks are a lot less money. Nick, he had 75 identities. 75? Oh my God. Do you know that guy, or did you message him and see how many he had? And the highest bid sold for 125. Damn. So he had to sold those at a loss, right? I mean, unless he got those for dirt cheap, but like I said, my PSO got him at cost for 150. I think a little over 150, and he sold those at a loss. Damn. I bet he's pissed. Everybody was pissed at Storm for that one. I think everybody learned their lesson. Do not buy limited edition Storm balls anymore, especially if you're a PSO. Do not stock up on limited edition Storm balls. They're not like tennis shoes. All right, Steve, Brad, damn, one step up would have been the Columbia Yellow Dot. My first 300 with that ball at 16. Damn, 1983. Damn, it's just 300 game at 16. Good job, dude. That's freaking awesome. Matthew Seibel, did you throw the Brunswick Memorize? I know that's a typo. Mesmerize. I did have the Mesmerize that I ended up plugging and sold to Rod, who, if you're still watching, Rod, you probably, I don't know if you're watching, Rod, let me know if you drilled that up and how you like the Mesmerize. I had a very random layout on the Mesmerize that my PSO did it didn't really work for me. So it probably would have worked for me if I would have plugged up and re-drilled it for me. But I said, you know what? I just need to clear out some balls to make way for some new ones. So I got rid of the Mesmerize. The Broski got the Mesmerize as well too. He didn't like it. He ended up selling that one as well too. It didn't really work for the people around me that I know that bowled with it. Rod, I have the purple only for payback when opponents throw urethane. Nice. For house league shots or for house shot leagues, I don't see much use for it otherwise. Reactives give me more room for error on easy house shots. Yeah, paybacks. I should do that too. Yeah, because there's a couple of people that roll urethane on house shots in Napa. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, come on. That's a tournament ball for heavier oil. What are you doing rolling that on a freaking house shot? So, yeah, I should do the same thing, having a backup bag. And you want to roll urethane? I can do that too. Payback's a bitch. Brad, he gone. Craig R. Cope, it's a purple Rhino. It belonged to my dad. Damn. That thing is a relic. Holy moly. I'd be leery of rolling that just for sentimental values. Like, yeah, I mean, if you got a whole bunch of them, I would roll it. But damn, that was your dad's. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel rolling that thing. I think it belongs in a collector's case. Steve, I'm telling you, he was driving 9 hens around Napa this past week, and they gave him the heebie-jeebies. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bachelorette group. It was a fun group. They had fun. It's a beautiful day in the Napa Valley. Steve, does Fort Carson still have a tank battalion there? Nick, you call it spending, I call it stealing. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got a steal on those balls, didn't we? Holy moly. And I kept it a secret, too. I forgot who emailed me last week. They're like, hey, I don't know if I don't think I told you this, Nick, but somebody emailed me last week. Where'd you get those? Where's the place to get the Belmo balls at? I'm like, I ain't telling you. So I gave him the name of the person. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a hint. I gave him the name of the person that founded eBay. It's the only hint I'm giving you. All you gotta do is Google the name, it'll tell you. But I wasn't outright telling you where I got it from. That's more the more people, there's more competition. But Nick, I truly think the last balls that he has to offer are probably going to go for, like you said, you paid $95. They went for a lot more because they were the last ones. And I think because there were so many offered, people were being smart. Like, please don't bid higher than this, you know? Hell, if people were smart and they got together, it was like, hey, just bid $60, man. Let it go for $60. You can get the next one. Like, communicate with each other. But people wanted to bring the price up to, you know, $85, $90, which it's still a good deal. Don't get me wrong. But we could have got them off the guy's hands for 50, 60. I almost think at that point, the guy selling them has buddies that are bumping the price up, right? It got to be. And eBay catches on to that. I tried doing that a long time ago with some of the stuff I was selling, and had my brother bid on stuff. This was a long time ago. I don't use eBay anymore, but they caught on. They're like, you do that, we're gonna ban you from eBay. I'm like, how the hell did they know that? Like, they know. They look for stuff like that. So be aware, if you're selling on eBay and you got your friends bumping price up, you will get caught. And they'll ban your whole eBay account for it. Brad, think about this. The planes they are flying were bought for the cheapest bid. You sure about that? The damn C-17, the plane I worked on, by the way, when it came out, it was $300 million a piece. And then when they then they signed a contract to buy 200 of them, then it dropped it down to 200 million. I think the lowest was like $180 million a piece for each C-17, if I'm not mistaken. You can Google the price and all that stuff, but yeah, the original ones were like, I think like 300 million. And that's not cheap by any means. Let's see. Nick, I look back at all his sold items. Oh, gotcha. Nick, I'm happy about it. I got some good deals. Yeah, that guy, those killer deals. Brad, Steve, Suter, Carson still has tanks all over the place. They even have a tank crossing signs on some of the main roads. Damn, that's cool. That'd be cool to see a tank driving across base. No thanks being a tank operator, though. Holy moly, those things are gnarly. It'd be fun to operate, but I wouldn't want to be in one during wartime. Hell no. The Mitch Man, the Energized looks good from what I've seen. Yeah, it does look pretty good. I'm liking it. Brunsnick rolled that in league. Yesterday's league or yesterday's video. It actually looked pretty good. I did want to see the Criterion inverse. I don't think he rolled too much of that ball because he stuck with the Energized for almost all 3 games. Steve, I was almost stationed there, but my orders changed, and instead I went to Korea. Nick, I always keep a backup bag in the trunk. A backup bag for what? You say relic. Brad says, you say relic, I say antique. Yeah. Steve, we want to see pictures. The back. You talk about the Bachelorette group? You took pictures on their phone. No pictures. I don't take pictures on my phone. Nick, I was talking about the government stealing, not spending. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Steve, I was always impressed with the C5 Galaxy. Yeah, C5 is a beast. I had a couple of friends that were flight engineers on the C5. Pretty cool. The thing's a monster. Steve Suter, 85 to 91. I was a tanker. Nice. Nick, backup bowling bag. Gotcha. Brad, Steve Suter got to fly on the C5 once in Afghanistan. It is ridiculous. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it quits. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. My nose is getting stuffed up. So another win, I would say, in the Bowling World Surprise Ball Ricochet return. So I will drill this up. Look for a review on this along with my 14-pound Mantra Solid and my 14-pound Oh, Ebonite. What did I get? Ebonite. The hell ball did I get? What the hell ball did I get the other day? Ebonite. Oh, God. Remind me. What the hell ball was that? Oh, my God. Yeah, take some NyQuil. Hey, Nick, thanks for the live stream. Get well, I will do. Man, I'm getting plenty of rest. Oh yeah, the one ovation. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, one ovation. So I'm gonna try to do 3 of those reviews. I may bring them to Napa tomorrow and roll them after league. So look forward to those videos. And thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you, Craig, for being a new hero member. I truly appreciate that. And thanks for watching. Make sure to give a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll be doing a live stream next week. So take care. Peace, everybody. Later.